Hello, it is the week 4 edition of the Monster Pod here on thelines.com. Joined by Connor Allen, 4 for 4. So Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. This is 3 in favor of the Bears at home. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is a 3-point spread in favor of the Bears. 40.5 to 41 is our total. Connor, I guess the real question here is from what we've seen from this Bears offense, are they justifiable field goal favorites against anybody in the NFL?
Probably not. I mean, I played some 2.5 just because I like paying. I'm like ready to go back because we're looking at this matchup and the Rams are just so beat up. Cooper Kupp out, Puka Nacua out. Like the defense is just like a disaster from the front to the back. Like they were already thin coming into the year, and they're just not good at all, like at any level. And the Bears defense is, by far the best unit in this game right now at current iteration. And all they need from the Bears offense is like getting the running game going a little bit. Caleb Williams has played better each week, and I think should have another good game here against the Rams. The issue is just going to be mitigating some of like the disastrous, turnovers / plays here that happened that, essentially cost the Bears the game in a couple of ways. So like, I think in this spot here with the Rams are trotting out like Tutu Atwell and Demarcus Robinson is like their 1 and 2. Like they kind of benched Jordan Whittington / Tyler Johnson, who we were expecting to play bigger roles. Like it's such a mess. Like, and they know it. They just played a bunch of 12. They ran the ball a bunch. Like they just don't really know what to do. So I know they just beat the Niners, but I kind of like Chicago in the spot at 2.5. I don't know if I'd lay the 3. I just don't know if they're going to win by more than a field goal.
Steven, look, I don't want to say the 49ers gave the game away last week. I think that's taken a little bit away from Matthew Stafford and just what this guy is what the guy is able to do. But the 49ers kind of gave the game away last week. So I think we should kind of view this while it's a W on the stat sheet and everything like that in their win-loss column, and we can't take it away from them. I don't really know if we do anything to look more positively at this Rams situation that they have going on right now.
Yeah, to borrow a term from the kids, Brock Purdy threw a dot, and it hit Ronnie Bell in both hands. And if he catches that as a professional wide receiver, the Rams never get the ball back, and the Niners just win the game, and we're not even talking about this. So I'll say it, the Niners gave the game away. There are certain teams that I will never lay a field goal with. And because let's recap here, betting 101, that means they need to win by 4 or more points for you to win your bet. And right now the Chicago Bears are on that list. Okay. If this is 3, I'm good. And I'm only looking at the Rams because it's not just that the offensive line is, running around like one of those vintage tabletop football games where you line them up, you flip the switch, and they just go in like random different directions, and you see if your little figurine's going to score a touchdown. Like there are plays where that's where the Bears offensive line looks like right now because they don't know what the hell they're doing. There are plays where he has no hot route when he has an all-out blitz coming at him.
Hot route!
Red 7. I read that DJ Moore ran all go routes and screens in a game. Like, I don't know what the hell Shane Waldron's doing, but all the people that said that Caleb Williams was coming into the best situation a number 1 pick has ever had was clearly only talking about the receivers around him and not about the actual coaching. Because this coaching staff, again, is showing us that they can't figure it out early in the season. Now, it's generally too simplistic to say that this quarterback and head coach is clearly better than that quarterback and head coach. And Connor is right. The defense in this game is the best unit for the Bears. But I'm going to borrow a phrase from our friend Rich Ryan, who Mona War and Brett Colson are our staff. They're on a sister pod called Gridiron Gamble. Rich likes to say the bad defense, the good defense, bad offense team is a bad team. So I need to see all this schematic coaching issues and red flags worked out before I'm ever interested in laying it with the Chicago Bears. And full disclosure, I bet Rams money line early in the week. And frankly, I'm shocked to see how much love the Bears got. So I'm sitting on a bad number right now. But even though I did not have the line go my way, I really don't feel terrible about having Rams money line still at this point.
Yeah, I don't have anything in this one. I do get a little bit of, and I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is Zach Wilson, and I'm not saying this, but I do get a little bit of like Jets from last year vibe with the Bears right now, which is like the defense is always going to keep the game like pretty close and make you feel interested, but the offense isn't going to ever really get anything going. I think Caleb Williams can get better. I'm not one of those guys who's jumping off the bandwagon after 3 games. I think that's silly, but
he's being hung out to dry on too many plays by his coaching staff, in my opinion, Matt.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It's Shane Waldron, I think. I mean, like you said, like Houston blitzed every play. They had no short routes. They had no max protects. They had nothing going out for any quick routes. Like anyone who's played Madden should know better than like what to do and like how to combat this. Like I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what? They're just gonna let him get eaten alive? Like that's it? That you have no answer?
And the answer was yes. And the answer is yes. That's what they were going to do. Like they're going to do that. But if you guys go in, I mean, and you look at if you do look at the stats on the defense has been fantastic. And the defense, I think, is going to be able to do enough to keep this game close with the Rams. So for me, it would be a lean towards the Bears, shockingly enough, if this thing ever got under 3 again. I don't know if it will, given the situation that the Rams are currently in. Guys, as always, everything we do absolutely free. So please hit that subscribe button. Do appreciate you hanging out. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section what game stood out to you. What did we miss? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Let's be frank. You're only going to put what you disagree with in there. That's fine. Just tell us what you disagree with and like tell us that we're idiots and all that. And we'll go in. We'll read them for sure. Don't think Steven doesn't go back in the comments because we made a clean sweep on Thursday night when everyone was calling us idiots. And Steven went in there and did a little poking of the bear. So like, you know, it's just a little poking of the bear. Just a little poking of the bear in that. Of course, if you have not already, go in, check out all the great work Connor and company are doing over at 4 for 4. It is literally not only sports betting, but great fantasy stuff, DFS stuff, and great projection systems that you're going to want to use in your process. So be sure and put that to play over there for Connor. For Steven, I'm Matt. Good luck on all your week 4 bets.